We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Bob. This is from the Philippines. So Bob has been assembling his home theater components, his LG OLED, his Denon receiver, his SVS Ultra speakers, and Blue Jeans cables. He was waiting for the Oppo to release the specs of their UDP-205 Ultra HD Blu-ray player, and now they have, period. But it's over twice the price of the UDP-203, so in comparing the 203 and 205, is there any truly compelling reason to go for the much more expensive 205? Not unless no. I mean, there's a couple of caveats that we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast, but the answer is no. If you have to ask the question, the answer is no. If you have the kind of system that needs the analog outputs of this thing, that's why you got to it in the first place. That's what you were looking for in the first place. If you're not looking for it, you're going to be connected via HDMI. It will make absolutely no difference.
That's right. Yeah. If your connection is HDMI for both video and audio, there is no reason to get the 205. The only reason to get the 205 potentially, and even then I question it highly, is if you are dead set on using analog audio connections. Now, I'm pretty sure he wants to do Atmos, so that's not happening. You're using HDMI for audio, so.
Yeah.
Stick
you
with the 203.
have to. Yeah. So where Bob is living, authentic Blu-ray discs are difficult to find and purchase. Yeah, dude. When I was in Turkey, it's the same way. Yeah, in Turkey, like I would go to people's houses, they would have stacks of pirated Xbox games or whatever they were, and it wasn't Xbox; it was before Xbox, I think. And I was just like, "How do you have so many games?" He's like, "They're like $1. Just buy them on the street. They're anywhere. If they don't work, you throw them away." I'm like, really? Why did you do a pirate? He goes, where am I supposed to buy the real ones? I'm like, Amazon? He goes, shut up. So anyways, the ones that are available can be a mix of Region A and Region B. So he wants a region-free Blu-ray player. Oppo players are not sold in the Philippines, so he would have to import one from the States. He's seen unlocked multi-region Oppo players being sold online. Would these work for him? Would a player from the U.S. that has been modified to be multi-region work properly for him for both Region A and Region B Blu-rays? Now,
so first of all, Ultra HD Blu-rays don't have regions, which is like, yay, they finally made a region-free format. So Ultra HD Blu-rays, no worries. Blu-rays have the 3 different regions, A, B, and C, and DVDs have 9 different regions?
It's ridiculous.
I think DVDs used to have.
There's a whole bunch.
Yeah. Oppo is the best choice for region free because they can actually do modifications that work properly. Plus the Oppo players are voltage agnostic. They don't care whether it's 110 volt or 220 volt, and they can do NTSC to PAL and PAL to NTSC conversion, which is important because sometimes you're getting one format or the other. So they're set up well, and yeah, you can definitely get region free. They have modified UDP-203s. So one place in particular, which is 220 Electronics, they sell that region-free modified 203 for $700, which of course is more than the $550 of the retail price of the 203 that is not region-free. But yeah, this lets you play any region. For DVDs, it switches regions automatically. For Blu-rays, you actually have to press a button to switch regions, but you can do that as many times as you want and switch to whatever region you're using. So that seems like the solution.
Yeah, it used to be a button press combination to switch regions on their DVD players back in the day. I know that's what I did. But yeah, Oppo.
Yeah, he asked about the hardware versus software solution, but with the modern one, it's a modified player. So
okay. Yeah, and honestly, since Oppo is such a small company, they're not going to make region-specific players. They're going to make one that they can modify to depending on where they're selling it to. So yeah, this makes perfect sense, and that's what I would do too. So he says since Blu-ray discs are in limited supply, he also wants the Oppo for playing various files from a USB hard drive, and he'd like to plug his cable box in the Oppo so that the Oppo can upscale the image to 4K. Will the 205 do this any better than the 203? And will either of the Oppo players help produce a better image on this 4K OLED from these lower quality sources? Well,
theoretically,
yeah. The 205 only upgrades the analog audio outputs, or includes them, and then makes them the best.
And supposedly the headphone output too, but neither of those is video.
No. So that won't make any difference for you. And will these help produce a better quality image on this 4K OLED from these lower quality sources? The answer is probably. Theoretically.
Yeah, for DVDs, they definitely do.
We know that because we can do the test. We know they'll pass all the tests, of the different cadences and
most TVs don't. So.
Yeah. So chances are it will help. Will it take something that is in VHS quality and make it look crisp and clean on a 4K display? The answer is no. It cannot create pixels that don't exist.
Nothing can. Yeah.
Nothing will make it look that good, no matter what you saw in Minority Report. If they zoomed in and zoomed in and zoomed in and then put a filter over, and all of a sudden the license plate shows up. Doesn't happen. All right. It's only on CSI in Miami. In real life, you can't make pixels appear. So, but it can make it look as good as it possibly can, and the Oppo should have, if not, it's not professional quality, but it's going to be probably some of the best video scaling that you're going to find outside of a standalone device.
Yep, the Region 3 203 is where you want to go.
I believe that is the truth. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.